Hi guys! So today's video, I just want to share my experience with Airbnb. So if you see the title below, you should know it's something not so good about my experience. Up until today, I have never actually stayed in the Airbnb homestay before. So bear in mind, this is my first experience. I have a upcoming trip with my family, which is supposed to be next year, February. We're going to Japan because it's our first family trip, so I'm the tour guide for them since I've been to Japan before. If you have many packs of people traveling all together, it is much cheaper if you stay at Airbnb, where you can share the amount of the rental. We did book the Airbnb and it was a very nice place. The image of the place is very nice and it has all those kind of Japanese style and tatami floors, everything. I did recommend this place to my friend, which she went there like last June, and it was a nice place. She told me it was a nice place. We actually booked the place like a year before, which was earlier of this year, around February. We paid for the booking to secure our booking, so we paid like 50% payment and everything was good. The host did reply and send us all those details, so we were actually looking forward to stay there because it was a nice place based on the images provided there. And we wanted to stay near the station. We actually stayed at somewhere near the JR Namba station at Osaka. I did ask the host whether if we can check in early because our arrival flight is like around 5 a.m. in the morning. You know, if you get to check in early, then you have time to rest and take a bath and spend your first day much more efficiently. She told me that yes, we can check in early since it's a self-check-in kind of system if there's no one check in a day before. So okay, so that's it. So everything was settled. Then like a month before today, around early of October, I went to check the calendar just to see if there's anyone check in before us so that we can check in early. So that we can check in early. My tongue got stuck there. Okay, sorry. It's very overwhelming. Okay, the whole story is like so freaking long. I have to write down in my laptop just to catch up the whole timeline. Okay, so let me continue. So I checked out the calendar and the listing was not there. It's the whole listing, the whole apartment listing is not there. When I click on the listing, it just jumped to another Airbnb page and at the top there it just says that listing not available. So I'm like, what? So I went to the host profile at the Airbnb and I checked all the other listings. She have like 3 listings for homestay. All 3 of them have the same listing unavailable. So okay, don't freak out, Emma, don't freak out. So the next thing, I contacted the host through the Airbnb message. I messaged her, which was in early of October, and there was no reply. Okay, fine, maybe you're busy or something, then I'll check back again a few weeks later. 3 days ago, I went to check back the message whether she got reply or not. Still the same, no reply. The listing still the same, unavailable. Then the most shocking thing is at her profile, there's like this review panel of everybody, like they wrote whether it's a good review or a bad review. All I see is host cancel reservation a few days before check-in. Like a lot, not just one, it's like a lot. So I start to freak out. Whether am I going to be the same situation like them? They got their reservation cancelled. The most latest one is in November and October. So I tried to reach out to one of them, then I tried to click to their image. And the bad thing about Airbnb is you cannot contact the other guests to ask what happened. So what I did is I tried to stop them. I saved their image and I threw it to Google image search, but nothing came up. unfortunately. There's not much details about the guests, only their first name, and some are even worse, they don't even have like where they study or where they stay or anything. For example, a guest name, the front name is Adam. That's it. How am I gonna search an Adam? It's like finding a needle in a haystack, you know, through Facebook, through social media, even through Google. I tried to reach out to one of the guests, and I know where she's from, South Australia, and where she studied. So I tried to hack and search this guest. Unfortunately, no results. Okay, the stalking part failed. So the next thing was, sorry that I keep looking up because I'm looking at my laptop. The next thing was I tried to search Google and see what is this host cancel reservation thing. Like, I found somebody like asking what to do if this kind of thing happens, like what does it mean for this host cancel reservation thing. So somebody replied that if the guest is not coming or they like FFK or something, FFK means means they're not there, MIA, missing in action. So instead of writing that good review or bad review, so they would just automatically put there like host cancel reservation. It's an automated kind of thing. Then I found a few forums, a few blogs. That is where I find the dark side of staying with Airbnb. So this forum lady stating her experience is she and her friends went to Amsterdam, and then an hour before check-in they couldn't get the keys, they couldn't contact the host, and they're in a foreign country searching for internet, for Wi-Fi. Then last minute they have to find a place to stay, like last minute. You're like, you know, you wasted the first day, and even though you get to find a place to stay, but it's already ruined the whole trip. The mood is not there, the vibe is not there. I searched the help support from Airbnb, and they say that you can get a full refund if the host cancels, not the guest who cancels the reservation. So here lies the problem. I couldn't reach the host. I messaged through Airbnb, I messaged her through WhatsApp. Nothing. So how am I gonna get the host to cancel the reservation so that I can get the full refund? It's stupid, you know. And I couldn't reach the Airbnb. There's no email support. There's no, I don't know. Then through the Google, I finally found somewhere in the whole links. There's a lot of links I went through. Okay, so finally I found one which I could get direct contact with the Airbnb. I told them my situation now. I couldn't get in contact with the host, and I'm not sure that what should I do now. And also, well, lately Japan have like disaster kind of thing going on. Like there's an earthquake, there's a flood, there's a typhoon. So I'm also worried for the host, whether for her well-being and her safety. Luckily, the Airbnb support, they reply me promptly. So she told me that she will try to get in contact with the host. A day later, then she replied me the bad news, which is the host couldn't welcome us due to construction. What kind of excuse is that? I mean, like, if you knew there's going to be a renovation or construction, maybe due to the disasters lately, at least you should have the responsibility to inform your guests, you know, and not just last minute, like a month before, or even worse, an hour before, then you cancel people's reservation. It's like, how do you expect guests to find a last minute stay? And you know, it's not cool. It's like, I don't know. I asked the Airbnb support, it's like, so could I get full refund since I couldn't get the host to cancel the reservation? And they said yes, they can give us full refund through reconcile credit card, which means it's like a rebate kind of thing. I'm not sure. I left 4 months till my trip. Where am I gonna find a stay? Whether to continue staying at Airbnb or I find hotel to stay. Then I saw someone stating that if you got cancelled last minute, you can reach out to the Airbnb support. They will try to relocate you to a new place. But I found out some people who are more unfortunate that the Airbnb does not relocate them at all, and they have to find their own place to stay. And in the end, they wrote a complaint email to the Airbnb, and they get their full refund plus compensation of their new accommodation. Yeah, okay, everything is fine. You get the refund and everything, and you get the compensation. But you know, you wouldn't hope like this kind of thing happen on your happy trip, especially it's with your family. Amount of people, which is more than 2. It is hard to find a place to stay that satisfies everyone, you know what I mean? Obviously, you can feel my frustration here. So the next thing is I told my sister that I don't think I want to find another Airbnb stay. Although I get my full refund, I can change, transfer that amount to the next homestay, but I don't trust Airbnb anymore. It's like I don't want to get reservation cancelled in the first place. Then if I move to another one, then I get another cancellation, I'm going to be like, you know, I don't want that to happen again. So I told my sister, why don't we just get a hotel to stay? Probably it would be much expensive, but at least I get a secure, like, you know, worry-free kind of situation that I know when I'm going there, I get a place to stay instead of being a headless chicken finding a place to stay. My sister, she agreed, and I didn't inform my parents first. There's 5 of us actually, me, my sister, my parents, and my aunt. So it's an odd number. Odd number is very hard to find a stay, especially for hotel, because most of them, they only occupy like maximum 2 people in a room. I did not inform my parents first because I don't want them to freak out. So I tried to solve first, get a place to stay there, only I inform them whether you're okay with the price or not. So yeah. So the next thing is my sister-in-law recommended me to stay at one of the hotels which is near to the train station. So it was nice, it was cheap, but the maximum people per room is only 2 people. So I wouldn't want to spend like 3 rooms just to accommodate the extra 1 people. Then I tried to find other hotels because one of our requirements is we want to be near to the train station. You've been walking the whole day, you wouldn't want to walk that far and dragging a leg back to your accommodation. I can tell you, I experienced that before. It was, oh my god. So there's this kind of Trivago thing going on where I saw through the TV ads. Trivago is like a search engine. I'm not sure is that how you clarify them as. They help you to narrow down those accommodation websites to the most cheapest one. We narrow down whether Agoda is the cheapest, or Booking.com is the cheapest, or Expedia is the cheapest for that hotel, specific hotel you're staying. I tried to search for other hotels nearby to the train station. Most of them either is, they're cheap. Okay, yes, they're cheap, although not cheap by a lot. Most of them, they have like only maximum 2 people in a room, or either they're a love hotel, and either is they're too far from the train station. So I only get like 1 option left, which is the hotel that I stayed during my honeymoon, which is directly on top of the train station. So the hotel is nice, it's near, it's big. It can occupy like 3 people in a room. There's a room with 2 single bed and 1 sofa bed. But the cons is it is expensive, like expensive. Okay, our trip there is like 5 nights, 6 days, 5 nights. So I calculated everything per person is around 1,000 plus. The Airbnb that we booked per person is around 700 plus ringgit. This is in ringgit, okay? I'm from Malaysia. At that time, I'm still like, I couldn't decide because it's not my place to decide. Because there's like 5 people going, you know, it's not just me. I think you get what I mean. I asked my sister, she said that she's okay with the price as long as it's near to the train station. She asked me that, what about the other websites, other hotels? Like, option 1, yes, you get cheaper price. Yes, it's near to the train station, but the room is small, like very small. Option 2, it's cheap, room is big, but it's far. Option 3, it's near, it's cheap, room is big, but it's a love hotel. She told me, okay, fine, then we just go for the one that you have narrowed down. Then at that time, I messaged my family and I told them everything. I told them there's a bad news about our trip and please don't freak out. The whole thing is a very long story, which is why I do this video today. Just answer me, is this price okay for you guys? I couldn't like make decision for you all because you guys are paying also. Then fortunately, my parents, my sister, they are supportive. They say that it's fine. I'm sorry. So as long as we get to stay in a place rather than sleep by the roadside, then it's good for them. So in the end, we decided to stay on that hotel because we use credit card to purchase this kind of accommodation. Usually credit card, they do have like this promo code or discount code or coupon code, whichever you call it. So I tried to apply one of the credit card promo code and it doesn't apply. Funny. I tried to click through the bank's promo website where you get like 10% or 5% off through the vendors. So I clicked through there, and funny thing is the price for that same room is different. It's much more expensive than the one I found through Trivago to that website. I still don't get that part. After the coupon code discount, then okay, yeah, sure, the price is cheaper than the one I found through Trivago. I don't know about this marketing kind of thing, right? I don't know. So anyway, this is my first time booking accommodation through this kind of accommodation website. How do you call that? I'm not sure. Let me know at the comments down below like how to address them, like those agoda.com, booking.com, expedia.com, trivago.com, that kind of .coms. The worry part of this booking through expedia.com is I saw there's a sentence noted there whereby it says room are subject to availability during your check-in. What does that mean? I'm a little bit worried about this because we have swapped the credit card and we have paid full payment, and it says that our details are sent to the hotel. It's just that the hotel would not have our record until 7 days before we check in. Isn't it dangerous? I tried to book through the hotel's website, but it's not working. The calendar, the reservation part is, it says no room available. And I tried to select up until next year's September, still room unavailable. Of course, I'm not going to call the hotel. Hello, it's an international call, you know, it's like so expensive. So I tried to message them and they don't reply. So okay, fine. In the end, I tried to book through the expedia.com. To think on the bright side, well, I found out this whole thing like 4 months before my trip, so I still have some time frame to get my accommodation done, settled. But I am still annoyed that things doesn't go according to my plan. I don't know, I have trust issue with Airbnb, especially for international homestay, whereby language barrier is an issue. Internet access is an issue, and especially if the time of period you going is peak season, then oh my god, I can't imagine that. I actually personally recommended my family to travel to Japan because I've been there before a few times. So I have this pressure on my shoulder, you know, to give them like the best, or maybe not the best, but at least not the worst trip ever. I just hope that this is just a minor part, the down part, to kickstart our journey. People say that usually if you have a trip upcoming, usually there will be like somewhere in between the trip, there will be the upset part happen. And during my cruise, yeah, if you watch my cruise video, my cruise vlog video, you should know something happened, although it's just a very minor thing, where my dad's luggage got late check-in because Actually, that was his fault because he put the adapter. Is it adapter? Like, I don't know, the electric plug, the one that extend further. Yeah, they don't allow that if you bring it to the cruise ship. His stuff got confiscated until we check out the last day, then you can get it back. So it's a minor thing. And also I got a few arguments with my mom, especially during the first day. My husband got bed bites. Yeah, I didn't say about that. He only got it like after 3 days back from that trip. Then he found that how come his whole hand is like so itchy, and there's a lot of dots, red dots all around his arm. Then we went to the doctor, and the doctor said probably it's a bed bug bite. You know that people used to say like, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. I slept with him on the same bed, but I didn't get the bed bugs, only he get it. Our family doctor said that bed bugs, they tend to bite someone that has body odor that they like. Probably the man smell, I think, too hyung already. So I don't get it. My parents don't get it, only my husband get it. I just didn't vlog that because I don't want to put some negative energy in it. So since I'm ranting in this video, I might as well just say it, right? For that matter, I did try to reach out to the Royal Caribbean cruise, but because we're from Malaysia, so we don't get the Malaysia link support. They only have like the US link. So I just emailed them to their general customer support, I think. I informed them. I even attached some images of my husband's hand got bite, and I just told them like, I'm not looking for compensation. I just want to let you know that you need to like take care of the cleanliness of the room, and yeah, that's about it. But they don't reply to me up until this day. So just a warning for you guys out there who's going to stay for the hotel stay or anywhere that's not your own bed. Just drag the sheets up and check if there's any bed bugs or any random insects or anything. You might never know. So guys, if you're booking through Airbnb, my advice to you is check regularly whether the listing is still there, and message your host from time to time whether she or he is still there to welcome you during your stay, so that you have a more stress-free trip. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Anyways, so this is the whole story. I'm sorry that I've been ranting all this while for this whole video. I just want you all to know that my experience and about my Airbnb case, my Royal Caribbean case. Take care, guys. You know, I don't hope that whatever happens to me happens to you also, so just bear in mind. And fingers crossed that my Japan trip will be much smoother despite all this mess. Yeah. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye! That's my cooker. Oh shoot. Okay.